Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I am really glad you're here. Today's date is Monday, August 5th, 2024. I am going to have to ask your patience and indulgence and a little bit of grace. I'm still having technical difficulties with sharing information with you, and I don't know if it's a product support for Zoom, shenanigans on the part of my hosts, but every time I try to test sharing screens, it doesn't work. So I'm going to try a very poor workaround for this video until I get some answers and hopefully a satisfactory resolution to whatever this issue is. Because I wanted to talk today, in the United States, our stock market is in free fall. And while there are community notes all over X telling us we've been here before, it does seem to be rather an unusual drop. So there is going to be a Facebook compilation that you can access by clicking on the Facebook link that will be in the video description box. Let me take my old laptop and quickly show you, because it's not going to be very good resolution, what you should be looking for. This link should take you to my page and a post that has today's quote from Donald J. Trump that says, "Stock market's crashing. I told you so. Kamala doesn't have a clue. Biden is sound asleep. All caused by inept US leadership." Well, I said it's no surprise, and I'm sorry, but I don't have a touch screen on this. So the first item was from the, hang on, let me get in here. From watcher.guru, BRICS officially announces a financial system similar to SWIFT. This was 2 weeks ago. And again, we know that BRICS currencies are asset-backed and our fiat dollar is basically not. And so this was kind of the death knell. And if you noticed, 2 weeks ago, that takes us back to some pivotal events that I think have all been designed to keep us from noticing what's going on with our US dollar. Well, people that make money on war machines position themselves. For example, right now, Lockheed Martin stock is going way up because they're hoping to make some money off a conflict. Okay, so that kind of gives you a little history there. Also on watcher.guru, today's article has, and it's just a 2-minute read, and it's from BRICS. If you want good, unbiased, accurate information about what's going on with the US dollar, see how BRICS is reporting it, because they have no skin in the game. They're interested, they want to be accurate, but their rise and fall doesn't hinge on what happens with the US fiat dollar. So the US stock market suffers major crashes at the end of the dollar. Then I went down to TradingView, which is, I believe, off of the Reuters, so it's mainstream. US stocks poised to plunge, NASDAQ to bear the brunt. And then I went into a little information on what is a black swan event, which is when there's an unprecedented big event in the financial markets. Now, you could argue, okay, that's it. I'm sorry I couldn't share screen at all accurately, but at least I can reference it and point you towards it. So I would say you could argue that there's not going to be a black swan event with US finances because unprecedented, unforeseen. We've been saying this is going to happen. And we've also been saying that any big tumultuous problems with our US financial system is going to happen with 46 officially at the helm. So, and officially, he still is. There's been no resignation or announcement of a passing. So it is kind of time for those events to happen. And we being people that are awake, knew that the fiat dollar was not doing well and was poised to go bye-bye in some form or fashion. I know that there is There are two resets out there for that, if it does. One is good, one is not. I would just say from what little I know, believe me, it is little. I don't claim to be a financial expert. If we are pushed towards a system that has absolutely no cash options, don't take it. Because the white hats are going to be, and the alliance are going to be supportive of lemonade stands and paying the neighbor boy to mow your lawn and garage sales and egg sales if you're out in the country. And or if you're buying some firewood from your neighbor, we need an option if we have a reset that does still include some cash. And so I think that's going to be really kind of all you need to watch for to know which one to pick if there's a choice and which one to avoid if there's not. So the stock market is plummeting except for stocks of companies that make war machine products. And let's ask the universe for advice or insights about how we should be moving forward from this. Now, first of all, you know my frequent advice, and it's going to apply here too. Let's observe these events without absorbing them. My pension that I live on, because I don't live on what ad revenue YouTube gets me, is tied up in the stock market. So I still refuse to worry because I think God's got my back, okay? And I do think, like I said, I buy into that theory that we're watching a movie. This is all kind of playing out in real time now to show the normies what's happened. And so I'm not going to worry about it. Got a little cash at home, a few extra days worth of food. Don't let my car get below half a tank, and I'm good. And I got a couple boxes of bullets for my Second Amendment items. So anyway, I'm good. Hopefully you are too, however you think of good. But what I'm not going to do is lose sleep over it. And I think we're going to see some advice to that effect from the universe. But let's just ask, with the stock market being as volatile as it is right now, we'd like some insights and information about the situation, especially with an eye to advice. So insights, information with an eye to advice from the universe on the U.S. stock market tumult that's going on right now. I'm going to switch the camera so you can watch me work with the cards, and we'll find out what the universe wants us to know. Okay. So we'd like insights and information with an eye to especially advice about the stock market and financial situation going on in the U.S. with our fiat dollar. Okay. Well, it's coming to a head. We got the death card. And we have a but no worries card with the Six of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles are our tangible assets that we can put our hands on. Real estate, gold, silver, things like that. We have another six showing up with the Six of Wands. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Seven of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Now, we didn't ask a yes or no element to this read. So this is just functioning as its usual, normal, very positive aspect for the Ace of Pentacles. Well, let's look at these cards in a little more detail. First of all, yeah, we are getting a big nod that the fiat dollar is coming to an end. And there's two sixes on following along this row, which is the situation and the current aspect of that situation. So situation is current and the aspect that's current, both sixes, which talk about some minor irritations. If you just look at two sixes in a read, you're going to have some minor irritations. So it's warning us there is going to be some minor issues that we'll have to deal with as this proceeds. But again, minor. So, and the Six of Cups is just a beautiful card when you look at it as the cup suit. So we're going to be feeling good about the changes, even if they're a little annoying and irritating and worrisome if you don't have a good handle on setting aside worries and anxiety that are being fostered in you instead of what you would naturally feel. And a victory card here with the Six of Wands. So yeah, even though it's changing, even though there's going to be some kerfuffles, okay, we're going to be really happy about it. And that happiness is starting really soon. Okay, and it may be, since the US in my peek ahead video had a tower moment, I think this may be the tower moment for us, is dealing with the finances in the United States. I'm not saying how that will unfold or what it'll look like, but I didn't see that the tower moment was going to involve an individual, so it's quite likely that it is this developing situation, or it's not really developing, they just can't hide it anymore. The situation with our fiat dollar and the stock market. Okay, now the recent past, we have the Queen of Pentacles showing up here, kind of just reassuring us again. She is about tangible, she's security, generosity, all sorts of good things. So yeah, there's a system that is ready to come forward and that we're going to be happy about, absolutely happy about. So even with this death card showing here for the situation for the stock market and fiat dollar, we're getting lots of reassurance here with just a little common sense. But hey, there may be some minor irritations to deal with, but know that they're minor. Okay, nothing major, nothing cataclysmic, nothing permanent. Now let's look at the near future, see what kind of advice and insights we're getting. In the near future, we've got some choices coming up to us, and this card can sometimes indicate that there's still going to be some smoke and mirrors. I saw that as I was looking for information when I saw all of those reader notes over on X saying, oh, but we've been here before. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Yeah, it is a big deal. We do need to be talking about this. We do need to know what the ramifications of these stock market drops can be. We do need to know. We don't need to panic, obviously, but we do need to know. And then the biggest insight card here is stand your ground. Okay, even if it seems like there's some obstacles against us in moving forward, it's saying, stand your ground and know you got the high ground. Absolutely, we do. And then the Ace of Pentacles, our secondary insight, and probably more of an advice card for us too, is just talking about there's a potential for contentment coming up here. Some really good things. Again, we've got happiness, reconciliation. We've got lots of victory cards here showing up with the wreaths. We've got all sorts of things saying, hey guys, even if there's some bumps, they're not major, they're not permanent, and you're going to be really, really happy with the outcome. Let's get 2 more cards and see if that happiness continues or if there's other advice or insights the universe wants us to have. The Lovers and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so as far as insights go, the Lovers card indicates some good teamwork, kind of heavenly watching over of it, that there is a balancing being made of needs and wants. So as this thing unfolds, there's been a lot of care given to the fact that people have needs. For example, some people have very little discretionary income, much less, an ability to go for time without their usual stipend, their monthly allotment, whatever it might be. Okay, and here's another card with determination saying, if this is the time, and it does seem like it's saying it is, they're determined to see it through. And when they do, we're going to be really happy with what we see as the fiat dollar goes away and we move towards an asset-backed currency. Let's recap. I wasn't able to give you a share screen, and I don't know still at this point if it's a simple technical glitch or if someone has shenaniganed my setup, but I'm working on it on my end. If you're interested in the share screen, I would have popped over to for a couple minutes of this video. Click on the Facebook link that will be in the video description box, and just know that you can do a little homework on your own. I didn't find anything that was that unusual. I don't go to places you wouldn't know if you just do a little surfing of your own. So my share screens kind of show you how I got curious and what information I had at my fingertips as I made the video, but they're not indispensable. Okay, so we were asking about the stock market fluctuations that have been going on. Friday, there was a drop. Monday, there was a huge drop, even within an hour of opening. And 2 weeks ago, BRICS kind of announced their own currency that was separate from the US dollar. So they announced their financial system was not going to be hinged on the US dollar anymore. And we've had a lot of events happen in the last 2 weeks. If you think about it, guys. Okay, we've had outrageous openings of ceremonies. We've had attempts on beloved people's life. We've had lots of things that happen that I said, I think all of this is going back to the fact that and rumors of war. I think it's all because when the fiat dollar really does go, the bad guys' access to unlimited funds and shenanigan money goes away. So we were asking the universe for insights and information and even advice about how to deal with this information that's coming out now in a cascade. And here was what the universe wanted us to know. Okay, well, first of all, the long, slow change of the going away of the fiat dollar is in process. The death card showed up, and death card isn't so much about dying as long, slow change is coming to a point. So the fiat dollar is coming to an end. Then we got some cards. This is again on the current. We had 2 6s that said, you can anticipate some minor irritations, some minor kerfuffles, but basically this is a really good thing. The recent past, Queen of Pentacles showed up. So that what we're seeing now has already been set up already in the sidelines, and that is for some financial sovereignty and independence. So good things are coming, guys. Now, when we looked at the near future, okay, in the short term, there's going to seem to be a lot of stories out there. Again, practice your skills of discernment to know what to listen to and when to tune it out and when to just go garden or take a walk or read a book or take a bath or whatever. Okay. And if there's choices, okay, use that same discernment to make those good choices. Before the read, I said, if there's more than one option out there that we would have for financial systems, I'm going to opt for one that still has some sort of cash option so that I can buy a glass of lemonade from the little girl down the street and I can make change if I have a garage sale. So yeah. So that was just my thought there. I didn't find anything in the read that would say that I was not on the right track with that type of advice. So I wanted to reiterate it here, but I'm going to make it clear. This was a Laura's view, not necessarily from the tarot cards. Okay, Ace of Pentacles showed up. So we didn't have a yes or no element to the card. This is just saying, again, tangible assets are our pentacles. Okay, just saying everything's well in hand to have that asset-backed currency coming up, and we're going to be really happy with the change, even if it's not seamless as it rolls out and comes about. Okay, the high ground, again, this is where our discernment came in. Know that these changes have been well planned, well thought out, even if, the mainstream tries to cause panic and alarm and what have you. Just know that the high ground's been taken, and you take it too on what you take in and how you take it in as far as information goes or things you choose to worry about. Because really, worrying is a choice. It's an option. Not one you should take very often. Okay, and just more reassuring cards here. The Lover's card, again, saying people's needs and wants are being weighed and balanced. Our white hats, our alliance, our benevolent off-world help all realize that in this current existence, the way it is now, the way our plane of existence is now, some people don't have a lot of reserves and resources. I've got people that listen to me, and one of the reasons I'll never charge you to listen to something I create is because I know what it's like to live from paycheck to paycheck and to have 20 days of the month there's nothing in your wallet. Been there. Okay, and so I got a heart for that. Okay, all right, Laura, don't get emotional here. Those days are gone. And maybe they're changing for all of us. Okay, the Nine of Wands showed up kind of too, in conjunction with this, saying, it hasn't been easy, but they were determined to see it through to the end, and by golly, they're going to. So I liked that. I liked that a lot. So that's it for this video. Again, thank you for being patient, and I apologize that my usual format is kind of on hold at the moment, but I will still make compilations when they're appropriate, reference them for you, even if I can't share them during the video the way I would like to. Until next time, which will probably be really soon, I send you love, light, and wish for you everything bright. Bye.